Hello friends, as you can see I have changed my skin. Recently got my wife playing Minecraft again, and my oldest and my youngest, we're all in my wife's world and we're having fun, so I wanted to get rid of my tree guy. And since I have a beard, more on that later. We left off, we died again, so oh yeah, it's been a few days. I've learned some things. Hardcore Minecraft Seed 6. Hardcore. And we're going to try to be a little bit more careful this time. Seed 6. Is that a plow going by again? Ugh. Okay. Anyways. Just getting over a head cold. So I'm going to try to not sniffle in your ear. And I also just got done with a string of day shifts at work. And I learned that while I work, I will not be able to do a serious schedule with video or any kind of projects, because I despise day shift. Well, let's go back a little bit. I work a full-time job, but I only work 14 days a month. How does that work? I work a really weird swing shift. Well, I guess it's not really weird. A lot of people have done it. I want to say, there's like a southern swing, but I'm pretty sure that somebody I used to work with said that I work a California swing. Go with me on this. So we'll start the cycle on a Friday night. I work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday night, 4 nights in a row. Then I'm off until Friday days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday day shift, 12 hours. Off Monday, then I'm back Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night, 12 hours. Then I'm off Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But of course, Friday I have to sleep. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah. Then I go back Monday on day shift for 4 days in a row, 48 hours. Then I'm off for 7 days and go back on the next Friday, which is really nice. I have been doing this shift for 20 years. And, they say that the human body can't really get used to it. It can, I believe. Do I have a sleep schedule? No, not really. We'll just say I'm old, and I can function on 2 or 3 hours of sleep just fine. I'm sure there are people that would disagree with me. But I despise day shift. I just don't I've never liked waking up early. When I was 14, I would miss school so often because of my alarm clock that I got in trouble. And I took my alarm clock apart and soldered a car speaker to the audio output of the alarm clock. Put the car speaker under my pillow, like inside my pillowcase, so my ear was resting on the car speaker. And then removed the snooze button, chopped a hole in where the snooze button was, and made a wooden key type thing that would push the snooze button, and put that across my room. So when the car speaker would blare into my ear, and then I would set the alarm to radio and put it on static. So when I would wake up at whatever time it was to white noise screaming in my ear, obviously there wasn't enough voltage for the car speaker to actually have full volume, but it was still louder than my alarm clock, and I still had static in my ear. When I would wake up, I would have to go across the room, physically get out of bed, find that piece of wood to stick in the alarm clock if I wanted to snooze. Also, the switch on the back, which did the on-off, to actually turn the alarm on or off, I had removed that switch, and I had to put like a paper clip or something small into the hole to flip the switch to off to actually disable the alarm, or it would just keep going off. And I despise mornings. Sorry, morning people. Now, with the 20 years of 7 days a month, starting work at 6 a.m., I can fake it. I can fake like I'm happy to see people and that I don't need coffee instantly. I can wait until 8, 9 o'clock before I start requiring caffeination, but I don't like it. I'm not a fan. So, when I'm on my 4 days, I get very irritable, crabby, and I just don't care about video games or creation, or I get very stagnant in my mind. So I figured out this last chunk, while I also had a head cold, that when I'm on my 4 days, don't expect anything out of me. Don't expect videos. Where's the sun and which way is it going? Why is it not moving? Oh, okay, it's kind of going that way, so I kind of need to go that way. Really? Turtles! Should we just make a boat? Should we see what's on the other side of this hill? So seed 6 is looking alright so far. Reading a book. Had inspiration for a new series of short stories. I'll probably cover all that at some other time if I decide to run with it. I mean, I'm already gathering materials for research, so I probably will run with it, but we'll see what happens. There was something else profound that I wanted to mention about learning things about myself or whatever. That the sleep thing had a... What's that? Oh, it's a portal. There should be a chest there full of goodness. Right? Part of a portal? There's the chest. Don't burn! Don't burn! Wow. Wait. Hardcore. We don't need any of this stuff. I'll take that. Efficiency. Of course I'll take that. I will take the iron nuggets. Nope. That's not what I wanted. What am I trying to do? A boat. A boat. Rub-a-dub-dub. A guy in a boat. Boop. Onwards. As the good doctor would say, allons-y. There's something over there. Where'd it go? Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be going east. That was a different kind of... Those are different fish. Hey, there's a nautilus. Can't turn all the way around in boats? Oh well. Hopefully this time I remember to go dawn to dawn. Dawn to dawn. So I hope if anyone watched the last video, they remember that, or they have at least thought about arranging a reward system for themselves to help increase productivity and also to help you feel like you've accomplished something. Splishity splash splash, splash 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 splash. Don't get all chunky, loady, locky uppy now. Okay, so we found savanna, some desert, and it's night. Let's just keep boating till we see some iron sticking out of a something. Is there a ravine? Let's ditch the boat. Ha ha! There's copper. There's turtles. There's a friend coming to hug us. Hey, have you seen any iron down there? Oh my. Let us get out of here. Look, that place looks safe. Hey, there's a village. I don't want a village right now, though. Are they behind me? Nope, spider. I could get some string and do some fishing, but I do not have enough health to deal with it right now. Oh, wooden pickaxes are so slow. Yeah, back to the whole avatar thing, or whatever we call them now. Skins. We'll call them skins. Since Minecraft has this custom skin thing where you can kind of design your own, I'm thinking about going in and like doing a step-by-step with the beard thing. I've also recently, I've been running the same phone for over 5 years, and it started acting a little wonky. And the reason I never upgraded is my complete and total disgust at AT&T for not allowing phones that aren't their preferred, whatever. I mean, I realize all the carriers do it, but I have AT&T, so I have to be furious with AT&T about it. Because I wanted to try getting myself like an Uli phone or a Doogie, or what is it, Blackwell, I think is one of the brands. And according to everything I'm reading, they cannot activate on AT&T, and it disgusts me that you're stuck with Samsung, Motorola, Apple, or Google. But I've been running Samsung for over 20 years, and I decided it was time for a change, especially with all of the, every few months having to reaccept the terms of service on Samsung apps and privacy notices for Samsung apps that I have never used and will never use. So I upgraded to a Google Pixel. And I'm hoping, well, because I had this idea, right? I talked to one of my friends about the possibility of Spotifying. And I still have no idea if I'm willing to even attempt it. But as I've said, I wrote a book back in 2008. Finally got around to self-publishing in 2000. No, how did it work? Wrote it before 2008, self-published in 2008, and then redid something with it in 2011. Whatever. In 2024, I moved it to. Whoops, wrong key. I moved it to Amazon. I completely revamped it, fixed all the plot holes that I had left behind, and completely revamped it, and re-released it on Amazon, self-published. And around the same time, I started writing another story that's been in my head for 40 years. And then another story that was in my head for like 40 years. And I just kept going. And all of a sudden I wound up with a bunch of short stories. And when I set myself a goal, set up a reward system. And when I got to like 75,000 words, that was my goal. And then I hit like 82,000 words. And I self-published a collection of short stories. And what I was thinking about doing was like a dramatic reading of my own work. But as this Felrook character persona that I have adapted for my YouTube channel. I mean, before I even started uploading videos, I was my username or whatever on almost everything was Sankramore, spelled however you would least expect it to be spelled. But I was that was a name I came up with. I have a short story explaining why all these names are happening. But that was my persona for when I was working on. Please don't die already. Okay, let's do this. Let's get more food and put up some more torches. Calligraphy. That just seems like something very old school that, you know, a calligrapher, somebody, a scribe could be named Sankramore. Sounded kind of old school, religious without being overly religious, Latin almost. And then for reasons that I will get into later if I ever decide to detail them, I came up with this persona idea of this Felrook, an older gentleman in the winter of his life, sharing tidbits that he's picked up over the years, which in my case are project ideas for you. And also, hey, let's throw in some Minecraft because, again, it's not overdone or anything. But I was thinking about doing some dramatic readings of my own work as this Sankramore character. I'm getting a message. Or as myself, I don't know. But from what I've been reading and what I've been... Oh, no! Well, that's one way to open the door to my... I should have blocked that off, too. Boop, 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 boop. That's not going to work. That... Wow. Setting myself up to fail here. The Pixel apparently is supposed to excel with video and audio. So I'm hoping that I can, if I decide to go this route, I can give you some quality. I mean, my production part of it will be lacking quality, but at least I'm hoping the video quality and audio quality will be quality. Should I say quality one more time? Quality. Look, it's done. We're safe. We have a happy home. I should pick up my... I should make another pickaxe. Let's get some more stone. Some more cobble. And then I should make another pickaxe and pick up my stuff to get ready to move out at the next video. I forgot to make a pickaxe. Good thing I have the golden one, huh? One of those, one of those. Let's get rid of that, and we'll do that. Let's put the helmet on. And this is it. A lot of rambling, nothing exciting, but you know that I'm still working on moving forward, even though there was a slight delay because day shift. There we go. HCMCS. What are we on? 6? 6. The beginning. Complete. Thanks for watching. Bye, everybody.